Hello there, boys and girls. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Mending Munich. We haven't seen each other for a couple of days. Hope you've caught up with everything Munich and Newcastle related. But today, Munich, we've got Bayern and Hamburg in the league. Plus, as you can see on screen, the Champions League first knockout round. We are seeded because we won our group. Let's go to the draw and see who the unseeded teams are. So we can't have Bilbao. So we've got Arsenal, Celtic, Man City, Madrid. Can't get Bayern, Juve or Napoli. They're all pretty tough. Celtic are the ones I would absolutely love. Want to kind of avoid City, Arsenal, Madrid, Juve. They're the big teams that you really want not to get in the first knockout round. Bilbao will play Paris Saint-Germain. Juve will play Lyon. Celtic will play Liverpool. Atleti will play AS Monaco. City will face us. We will go up against City in the first knockout round of the Champions League. Leverkusen get United. Napoli get Barcelona. And Arsenal will face Benfica. So, yeah, City in the first knockout round. Tough draw. We have played some games since we last met. And as you can see, we only played a couple of games. A 0-0 draw away at Wolfsburg. Really good draw, actually, because they're in the top 4 or 5, as you'll see in the league in a second. And then we had a comfortable 3-0 win against Heidenheim, and Gomez, Abraham and Cherney all with the goals. And we've had a little bit of an injury crisis as of late, and players only just coming back to full fitness. So Cherney was out injured, Tahavi was out injured, Bunk is now out injured, Hudson-Odoi is out injured, and Bula's out injured. McKennie was out as well, as was Muller. So yeah, we've had to really scrape together a first team, an attacking front line, and we've just managed to scrape through those last couple of games, and they're only eventually just coming back. And as you can see, 8 points clear in the league ahead of Dortmund, and 9 points clear ahead of Leverkusen. That's why that draw against Wolfsburg was really good. And then say we've got Hamburg, who see themselves in 15th in the league, and that is where we sit. Have a look at the competitions. Only in 2 competitions now, the league and the Champions League. That's a tough test against City. I will see you in a couple of minutes and give you the lineup for the game against Bayern. So this is the lineup for the game against Bayern. We've got Raddy in goal. Hoover, Clayton, Velasquez and Pereira are the back line. A flat back 4, not the wing backs. Push slightly further back. McKennie and Edimario in the middle of midfield. Cherney on the right. Gomez on the left. Frangen in behind. Tammy Abraham. We've got Diakabi, Strangle, Lenz, Quintana, Rios, Alega and Fran all on the bench. And say players are just about coming back to full fitness. So hopefully after the winter break we'll have a full squad to choose from. But let's get into this first game against Bayern. Let's go with a free kick into Mayan. It's just a little bit wide of that post, but good chance for Bayern there. And it's about 15 minutes gone. Still 0-0 from a goal kick. Raddy's going to go to Clayton on that right hand side. 25 minutes on the clock, and Edimario now with the ball at his feet into Frank and out to Gomez on that left hand side. He's going to cut inside, go back to Edimario. He's got Cherney on that right hand side, down that line. Can he get a ball in? He can. Abraham's there, attacks that ball, and it's 1-0 to 1860. Manuel Neuer, no chance with that. Lovely little cross in from Václav Cherney, but Tammy Abraham just attacked that ball, wanted it better, wanted it more than the centre halves, and let's see it in 3D. Cherney down that line, he just floats one in, and yeah, he just attacks it. Right back, no chance. Centre half, no chance. 1-0 to 1860 before half time, and McKennie has got the ball in the middle into Edimario. He can switch it out to the right hand side again. Hoover into Cherney, but Goretzka tackles him, but the ball pops out to Hoover into the back post. Abraham's there, and it's a carbon copy header from his first one. Kind of sent it back the way it came, and that's a lovely cross in from Kai Hanna Hoover, and a good 1-2 here from Cherney, but Goretzka got a bit unlucky there with the tackle, getting straight back to Hoover, and that's a lovely header from Tammy. The defence are absolutely nowhere to be seen. 2-0 to 1860 at half time. It's a lovely lead. Actually, Gareth Southgate is the manager for Bayern at the minute, and he's in deep waters at the minute because people are circling for him to lose his job. But we are playing absolutely phenomenally well. Don't get complacent. Things can turn around very quickly. Go out there and just produce the same performance in this second half. It's a good win so far in this Munich derby. Can we hold on to it? And there we have it. The full-time whistle goes. That second half flew by. No chances at all in that second half. Very professional performance from our lads. As you can see here, defensively, absolutely brilliant. 7.4s, 7.5s for the back four, and even Raddy got a 7.0. Quick turnaround now, though. We've got Hamburg in a couple of days' time at home, and I'll see you when we get there. As I said, a quick turnaround from the Wednesday to the Saturday, and we're going to go for the same lineup. The only difference is just going to push these fullbacks to wing backs and be a little bit more offensive than we were against Bayern. And yeah, let's go for it. Hamburg in Munich. Let's see what we can do. Mario on that right hand side, whipping that ball into the back post. Velasquez into Frangen, and he's made it. I think he's made it 1-0. They're going to go to VAR just to analyse it to see if it holds, and we're going back to the centre circle, and I think it's going to be going to count. I think, yeah, towards the goal. Hans Frangen with his 4th goal of the season. 5 minutes in, Velasquez pushes that, heads that across, and Frangen just gets there before the defender, and it's 1-0 to 1860. Raddy down to Clayton. We're now 15 minutes in. He just go long over to Tammy Abraham. He's in on goal, and that's a good save by the goalkeeper. But the form that Tammy's in, you expect him to put that away, but not to be. We still lead 1-0. Corner for Hamburg, and it's a bit long. And Clayton tries to find the ball up to Cherney. Abraham, though, good tackle. And this time he does find Vaclav. He gets tackled by Nitz, but Vaclav Cherney is on it. He's got someone on that left-hand side. Gomez is there into Edemario, and it's a comfortable second. I thought Gomez was going to hit that first time, but actually thought of mind just to play it back to Edemario, who's coming on, and he just passed that into the back of the net. Cherney finds Gomez on this left-hand side. Bang, it's a lovely little pass, actually, from Gomez to Edemario, and we just put that into the back of the net. 2-0 to 1860. Correa throwing the ball into Frangen, but we get the ball. They get the ball clear to Lee, and now Lee's going to go back to the centre-half, but Edemario nips in, back out to Vaclav Cherney, into Hoover. Cherney again comes back into Edemario. Frangen goes for a long shot, and Urata needs to push that around for a corner. It's going to be Pereira going to get this ball in. Can he find a blue shirt? Velasquez is there. Velasquez scores, but I think it's going to be given offside for an own for offside. I think goalkeeper was blinded a little bit by Cherney on the goal line. He's checking VAR again. Takes proper long to check VAR in this game, but yeah, it's going to be overturned. It's a free kick to Hamburg, offside by Vaclav Cherney. Pereira down the line to Gomez, and finds the ball back to Frangen, and really controlling this game pretty comfortably. Hamburg, always one of those teams that sometimes causes issues. Itten, their striker, obviously a goal threat, pretty much scores against us every time we play against Hamburg, or against him anyway. Cherney on this right hand side. Abraham, lovely movement into that space that he made, but poor shot straight at Urata. 6 minutes left in this first half. Gomez got the ball on the edge, goes for a goal, and this time it will count, and we will go 3-0 up. As I said, 6 minutes before half time. Angel Gomez has set one up already. He's now scored one. Kind of Edemario repaying the favour that Gomez did for him and setting him up, and Gomez just comes in off that left-hand side and whips that one into the far corner. 3-0 to 1860. 2 changes made at half-time. One forced, one was a tactical one. So Franz come on for Tammy because Tammy just wasn't playing well. And Pereira picked up a little bit of a knock, so we put Strangle up right back, Hoover over at left back, because they can both play either wing, which is good. But we're still 3-0 up on the hour mark. Hoover down the line to Frangen, but doesn't get there. But Hoover challenges well into Gomez, comes in off that left-hand side again and fires just over. 3-0 still to 1860. Ignato on the edge, but we close him down. But into the centre-back, and it's pushed just wide. If that was anybody else, I think it would have probably would have gone in, or at least troubled Raddy, but it went just wide. And we're coming into the final 5 minutes of the game. Second half's been relatively comfortable for us. Bit like the Bayern game, actually. Really professional performance in the second half. And Strangle's going to throw the ball into Rios, into Edemario, trying to knock it down, and that is it. Full-time whistle goes. Munich 3, Hamburg 0. And let's see where that leaves us in the league. So those were the last 2 games before the winter break, and this is how we leave for that winter break. We're 10 points clear in the league of Borussia Dortmund, and then 12 points clear of Leverkusen. After that, Wolfsburg are miles away, and Bayern down in 9th, having another poor season by their standards. So the league for us is looking really good. And Champions League, we've been drawn, but very, very tough task against City away first at the Etihad, and then they come back to Munich 3-4 weeks later, and hopefully we can venture forward in that competition. We will be back for that City game, and obviously we're going to bring you the Dortmund game as well, because it's first versus second in the league there. So that's when we'll be next seeing each other, tomorrow at 5:30. But that is it for this episode. If you have enjoyed it, please do drop it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new and you don't want to miss any more content. Remember, tick the little bell icon so you're notified every time a video goes live. And until tomorrow, Dortmund in the league, City in the Champions League. I'll see you soon.